What's up, guys? Welcome back. I'm so glad you're here today. So if you read the title or the thumbnail or whatever, I'm doing a get to know me today. So basically, I'm just gonna be telling y'all all about me, what makes me me. I did like a little poll, I guess, on my Instagram, and I had you guys ask me questions you wanted to know about me. And if you are following my Instagram, by the way, what are you doing? Go follow my Instagram. Go join the party over there, because it's pretty fun. If you thought here was a party, you should see my Instagram. It's a party. Anyways, so yeah, I guess I'm just gonna yap about my life and answer y'all's questions. Also, okay, so a thing I was thinking about as I was watching kind of my videos as I review them before I post them, I was thinking, I was like, I don't ever introduce myself. So I feel like I need to start doing that. So, for those of you who don't know, I'm Jacqueline Marie, and I am newer to the YouTube game, but we are here, we are doing it, having the time of my life. Thank you for everyone who comments and subscribes and likes everything and goes and follows and supports. You're a real one. I love you. You're my favorite. Don't ever forget that, okay? Okay. I'm trying to think, what else is interesting about me? Oh, I'm a dancer. I love to dance. I do theater, and I've been doing that for, is it 15? Yeah, it's 15 years now. I feel so old. Wow. So yeah, I've been doing dance for 15 years now. I am still in high school. I have a podcast. You should go listen to the podcast. It's pretty cool, actually. It's a bit chaotic, but we're here for it. I guess I'll just start answering y'all's questions. So, all my questions are over here on my laptop, by the way. So if I'm looking over here, it's for that reason. Didn't want you to be confused, okay? Okay, got you. I'm looking out for you. Okay, so the first question is, do you like traveling? If so, is there a place you love going to or would like to go to? Well, let me tell you, if you know me, you know I love to travel. I will say yes to even going to Arkansas or Kansas. I will go. I will go just for the fun of going. So, okay. I think my top 3 favorite places that I've ever been to is New York. Let me just tell you, I absolutely adore New York. I love New York. I want to live there. I love it. I love Broadway. I love it all. My favorite ever. My second would probably be Paris. I went there, had the best time. The food, 10 out of 10. It's just such a chill place there, and I don't know, I love the culture in Paris. I think it's just so fun. And I also just love to see all the different cultures when I travel, and I just think it's so cool to just go and meet new people and see new sights and all this stuff. So, oh, I'm sorry, I keep shaking the camera. That's my bad. Okay, I think the last place, or my third favorite place, oh, I don't know. I think it's a good tie between California and Florida. I almost said Olivia. I don't really know why. Definitely like California or Florida, like I said. I love like Disney World and like Orlando and like the beaches there. I think it's so just so beautiful. But then I also love like take oh, I can't talk. I also love like Lake Tahoe and all those places. I love all the palm trees. Um and I love like how just beautiful California is. Like I went this summer and that was the first time going. It was like so beautiful. And I was just in shock because I went more of like the scenic view. Like I didn't really go to like the city, sadly. That's on my bucket list. I will go to LA one day. But yeah, I went to like more like Tahoe and like all that stuff. Loved it. I thought it was so pretty. And then to answer like the last bit of the question, like where do I want to go? I want to go to Iceland so bad and go backpacking. That's like my bucket list. I will be going to Iceland one day. Bora Bora. I want to go to Hawaii. I've never been to Hawaii and I want to go. Where else? I want to explore more of Europe because I really liked Europe, so I want to go explore more. I want to go to Greece. I want to go live my Mamma Mia dreams. That's in Greece, right? Yeah. That's correct. I loved it. Love Mamma Mia. Love it all. Okay, next question is, what is a dream of yours? I have so many dreams. Social media is one of them. I've always wanted to do social media, so I'm literally just so excited that I'm doing it. And then I just made myself do it, you know. And I feel like it's also such a God thing too, because God was like, no, Jacqueline, you're doing it right now. And I was like, yes, sir. And I'm loving it. I'm having the best time. I think some more of my dreams is to live in like New York. I would love to like become a professional dancer and do like Broadway and arts and just live my little New York dream. And like that's kind of like that, like make music, all that stuff. Like I just love it. So that's probably like my dream. Um oh, this next question is so deep. Oh my gosh. We are getting up close and personal in this one. What is my testimony? Oh, jeez. I'm just gonna give you guys my whole life story. Okay. I'm gonna give you guys a little spoiler alert, but I will be going into detail about my testimony on the next episode for the podcast. So keep your eyes open for that. Get ready. It's about to be hype. I think for this video, I'll shorten it a little bit. And if you want like the nitty gritty details, go listen to the podcast. But I grew up in a Christian home and like all this stuff. I grew up going to church. I was baptized when I think I was like 12. I believe I was 12 when I was baptized the first time. I was also baptized as a baby, just because I was. And then as I grew up, I went to like a private Christian school, and I had a really, really bad experience and a really bad year in 7th grade, and my mental health declined. I became really depressed, and I really struggled, and I was honestly not doing well at all. And I kind of lost my faith a little bit that year. And I was just kind of like, well, Lord, these are the people who are quote unquote like the good Christians who, you know, like I went to school with. And they're not acting like Christians, you know? So I just really got confused on that, and that really hindered my relationship. And then I switched over to public school my 8th grade year, and I was still really, really struggling with my faith, and I was really struggling mentally, and things at home got really hard, to the point where I just didn't even want to be home anymore. And then I think, yeah, like I got bullied a lot for being a Christian. So I was like, I've honestly had it, and I stepped away from the faith, and I just said I'm done. So I wasn't a believer for a minute, like I would say like a few years. I struggled with depression and like anxiety, and I had an eating disorder for like a while. And like I said, I'll go into more details with that in the podcast. It was just like a struggle for like 4 years, I want to say. I believe so. And then was it the summer before my sophomore year, I still wasn't a believer. I was just kind of hanging out. My mental health got so much better, and I was just chilling. I was like, yay, life's good. And then I got invited by my youth pastor, because I was still going to church with like my family and stuff, because that's just something that I did. And so he comes up to me and he's like, hey, do you want to come to like this camp with us? And I was like, oh yeah, sure, like it sounds fun, like why not, So I didn't really think anything of it, and then I went, and I realized it was like a Christian camp, and I was like, come on. So I went to the little Christian camp, and I was like, great, this is gonna sound so bad, but I was like, this is like legit what I thought. I was like, I'm surrounded by a bunch of Jesus freaks. This is stupid. Everyone around me loves Jesus when this is all a bunch of like crap. And so then we went into one of the sessions, and it was like one of the sermons and stuff, like worship time, all this stuff, and so I was just kind of sitting there. I was like, this is stupid. I want to go home. I don't even know what to think. These people are crazy, basically, like all that stuff. And then I had this crazy just experience with the Lord, where the guy who was preaching started speaking, and I was just sitting there like, whatever. And it literally felt like he was speaking just to me. And you guys are gonna think I'm crazy, but it was literally the most insane experience of my life. Like, I would think something, like I think of like a question in my head, and it'd get answered with that guy speaking. And I sat there, and my jaw just dropped. I was like, there's no way this is happening. And so then at the very end, he was like talking about like recommitting and stuff, which is crazy. And so he's like, anyone who wants to recommit, like raise your hand. And so at this point I was like, honestly, I don't think Jesus is a bad guy. I was like, maybe I'll give this like a try. I was like, okay, yeah, I'll do it, but I'll think about it. Like, I'm not gonna make a decision tonight. Oh, but the Lord had other plans. So he asked the question. He's like, anyone who wants to recommit, please raise your hand. So I was just kind of sitting there, and I was like, yeah, I'll make this decision later. My hand shot up. Like, I'm being so for real. My hand just shot up, so I sat there like this. And I was like, what? What is happening? And so I was the only person who rose their hand in that room, which made it so special. And everyone just prayed over me. And so yeah, everyone was just praying over me. And it was like literally just the sweetest experience ever. And I think the sermon was about, I don't remember like too much about the sermon. I just remember like just being like, oh my gosh, Jesus is like here, this is insane. But I believe he talked a little bit about running back to Jesus and how he's here, and like the prodigal son. If you don't know that story, again, listen to the podcast. I'll read it for you guys because I care about you that much. And I got you that much, okay? And so, yeah, like running back to God, and I was like, okay. And I just got this like image of just how much God like had just pursued me and stuff. And so then, yeah, I came back to the faith, and I was like, okay. I came back on fire for God, and then my sophomore year happened. I went through that, and I kept praying to God. I was like, Lord, I just need you to meet me where I'm at, because I honestly, I haven't been a believer in a minute. I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I'm getting judged. Like, I'm getting called the innocent girl. Like, I hated being called the innocent girl, because it just reminded me of my past and stuff. And he just met me where I'm at. And then I went to the Desperation Conference. There I go. Oh my gosh, life changing. And that's when I really found that, like, faith isn't a religion, it's a relationship, and that just hit. And I realized how much he loved me, and just, I had the most personal experiences with God, and just amazing. If you ever get a chance to go to Desperation, please go, it'll change your life. And so I just, like, it really clicked for me. I was like, oh, this is why people love Jesus so much. And yeah, so now I am literally like on fire for Jesus. I love Jesus so much. And it just shocks me how he kept pursuing me even though I hated him so much. Because I kept I just kept running, and I hated it. Like, I literally hated Jesus. Like, I would admit to that, which breaks my heart now, and I'm just, crazy to me. Like, if you were to tell me a year from now that I would be up here sharing my testimony and making a podcast talking about my faith and how much I love Jesus, I would laugh in your face, and I'd be like, no, you are wrong. That is false. But here we are, so I just think it's so cool how the Lord works. So that's my testimony. I hope you guys liked it. Yeah, but like I said, if you want to know my testimony more and like kind of my life story more in detail, the podcast will be coming out this Sunday. So trust I got you, and yeah, just go listen. Okay, so the next question is another like vacation one. So what's my dream vacation? Definitely Iceland right now. It changes quite a bit because I get hyper fixated on stuff, and I'm like, actually I want to go there. But for right now, it's Iceland, and I want to go backpacking and go look at the just amazing sights that are in Iceland. I also want to go to Alaska. I feel like Alaska would be super cool. Just saying. Okay, next question is, where do you want to go to college, and what do you want to study? All right, I have like two ideas. For reference, I am still in high school. I am a junior. And so yeah, I still have a little bit of time to figure it out, but I think I either want to go into law school because I really like law, or like go down the arts path that I was kind of talking about with like New York and all that. We'll see what the Lord has for me. Okay, what's your favorite song that tops like every other song? This changes like every day. I don't know. I'm gonna totally expose myself here on the internet. Oh my gosh, my top song for 2024 was Life is a Highway from Cars. And then my second most played song was Fiend. So, there you go. Oh, it makes me laugh so much. Okay. I honestly, I'm gonna be so honest with you. No idea. I'll tell you my favorite artist though, okay? I like Noah Kahan. I do love some Taylor Swift. Don't come for me. Don't come for me. We can like separate things. Sit down. Sit down. Um, I like Taylor Swift. I love Olivia Rodrigo. Um, I love Clinton Kane. Clinton Kane is like one of my favorite artists. Oh, and then Jamie Miller. I love Jamie Miller and Alex Warren. Love it. Love it. But like I think it's like a really valid question. So, I got you. It's how to talk to women. For all the men out there wondering how to talk to women, I got you. I honestly just be yourself. You want to be like cool and show off. That's not attractive to us. It's not actually at all. So, just be you. Like if you're funny and you treat a girl right, honestly, like really attractive girls will go after like guys who maybe aren't in their league. You know, just treat a woman right and just be kind and genuine and just be yourself and be funny and don't be nonchalant, okay? This is the thing for me. Some girls like nonchalant men. I don't. And I know a few girls who don't. If you are not a nonchalant person, don't try to be nonchalant. I'm begging you, okay? I just want to know your personality. And you have a fun personality. You know, and like if you are a nonchalant person and that's just your personality, then some girl's gonna love that. You know, and it's genuine. When it's not genuine and it's forced, it's just don't do it. I'm begging you. Another thing too, like don't be like don't be creepy. Okay? Like don't ask for nudes. Like just don't do that. Can we just teach the next generation of men to not do that? You know, like please stop asking for nudes. I'm begging you. Um but yeah, that's kind of my advice. Just be genuine and be yourself. And you're gonna find a girl who really, really thinks you're funny and likes you and for you. And yeah, she doesn't, then she's not your person and she's stupid. So that's that. Yeah. Okay, well, that's all the questions I have. I hope you guys learned a little bit about me. I actually had a lot of fun filming a sit-down video. It feels like I'm filming a podcast. Yeah, I guess that's kind of it. Happy, merry, almost Christmas. Yeah, that worked. I can't believe it's almost Christmas. It like actually like shocks me. I'm like, how did we already get here? That was already a new year. I don't know about y'all, but this year, like, it took me for a spin. I went on a ride this year. It's okay. I got close with Jesus, so it's okay with me. But yeah, anyways, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow. So, bye.